Hey guys, what's good? Yes, we're here again to bring you the biggest stories around the world of entertainment. At the same time, dissect and provide in-depth analysis. I go by the name Ifeoluwa or Shunke, and I'm not Kanayo or Kanayo. And I'm never alone. I've got with me Ife Omai and Nima Ebele DK. So Ife, you had something to say before light cameras actually. You wanted to say something. No, run your mouth.
Okay. I wanted to say how, I'm so grateful to be here. I really admire both of you. Let's go back.
Okay. No, so you don't want to run your mouth no more?
I feel like we should not take it to national television, but if you want to, we can take it
No,
there.
we can't, no, because I know your address.
You don't do that.
You don't know I know your address.
Come and change it for me in my house.
We'll change it for you, but we don't change for anybody anymore.
You look nice, Ife.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're still liking the hair color. You have your reservations today.
You look like a cultist.
Hey, she said it.
And a ritualist.
Girl, you said it.
You look like somebody that is doing bad things. You look like you're the driver for the robbery at First Bank.
She's still going.
I remember when I remember what you're trying to do, but our first channel video is the crate challenge. Let's see that real quick. The gods must be crazy. It's a movie.
It is a movie.
Did you guys not
I remember that movie.
Yeah, the gods must be crazy.
No, it's not just gods. No, it's
the gods. Are you telling me you were not even born when that movie came out?
You feel like she was like, we're 12 on this table. I don't understand.
No, but wait, were you born?
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you guys.
How do you think we are?
Let me tell you guys a funny.
13.
Let me tell you guys a funny story. But I think that funny story will come up, while we're talking. But this story, please just remind me that I have a story for you guys about age and all of that. But what you guys think about that video?
I feel like this is the most reckless challenge I've seen in recent times. Like legit, someone can die. Like I don't think they're thinking about that. Like I saw one fat lady. I'm sorry, but she was fat, and then she did this. And she fell, legit on her elbow. I legit saw, I knew that she was not going to be okay after that. But she was still laughing.
There's one that I saw, but it was a fat man. He actually did a compilation of it. He fell.
The one wearing the white t-shirt and the blue jean shorts.
I saw that.
Is it that guy?
He said two crates. He's not even that. His leg goes
down. Then the crates fell on him instead.
And then he now shows himself in the hospital lying down there saying, this should not be you, use your sense. He has the crutches and everything. I don't like
it's actually not funny.
It's so funny actually that a lot of people feel like
they're going to hurt themselves for real.
Did you see our comedian, our Nigerian comedian, one of the Instagram comedians, Oluwa Dollars, where he was about to start this, then his mother came out and said, go back, Mama. And she started slapping. Oh, yeah, go inside. And in my head, I'm like, African parents will never let you do
absolutely. No, for what?
You beat the nonsense out of you.
But would you try it for $1 million?
Yes.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
I've been working out.
Nima,
I'm getting stable.
No, they just call you. We're giving you $1 million. Right now, from this set, someone walks in.
To do that? Of course.
But if you lose, you don't make it. You don't make the $1 million. You don't even make any money.
Oh, that's where the problem is. Because I'm going to lose. I'm going to fall down.
Also, you're supposed to attempt to do everything successfully.
Once you're successful, $1 million.
I'll still give it a shot.
I don't think I'll give it a shot, though.
Because you're not get it.
I won't get it. I know.
I'm pretty light, so I feel like I have a shot. I
feel like I'll just be balancing you one way or another with my words. I'll just be balancing you so that I can give you $500. Wait. Now go.
I move. Now try. What?
Anyways, our next video is a scholarship challenge. Let's see that as well.
Hi, my name is Adego Kiferiwa, and I want to thank you for shortlisting me for this scholarship. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And here is my daddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks so much. She's the only princess in Adegoke Palace.
Yeah, my dad is actually my world, and it's one of the reasons why I'm striving to be a better person, so I can put a smile on my parents' faces. They've actually tried for us, especially my dad. There were times things were not rosy growing up. My dad sacrificed a lot for my siblings and I in order to make us a better person. My dad would go extra length in order to put food on our table. I remember there was a period where he could not afford to pay for our school fees, so my dad had to join the armed robbery group. So they were
What?
Daddy, you have to join
What?
the armed robbery group.
Armed robbery group? So you say your dad is an armed robber?
No,
Which is not. Why can't you say the truth? Because of scholarship, we are now calling your daddy an armed robber.
No, Daddy, I need to.
No. You are not saying the truth. You are telling your daddy is an armed robber, which is not. Because of scholarship.
That is a prank, it's a prank.
My name is Badimuy, and I am campaigning for myself to win the 100,000 scholarship to film school by Tyler Perry. And of course, you guys know who this is. My best friend in the whole world. He's here to advocate for me. You know, I really want to win this for him because my dad has been my rock. He has been supportive of my career from the very first day. You guys know he took me to... Papa, I'm coming! You guys know that's my nephew, sorry. You guys know he took me to my first audition and waited 6 hours. And growing up, my dad as a single father, things were not always so rosy, but then he, you know, fought through for me and my siblings. So now I'm doing this for him because I want to be able to, like, you know, do better in my career so I can be able to take care of my dad. Because I remember there was a point in time where things were so hard, my dad had to, like, you know, do bad stuff, like, you know, be a cultist and rob them.
What? Did what?
Be a cultist.
Who? What for?
No, to take care of us when I think currently.
Oh, arrant nonsense. What do you know of that? What kind of recommendation is that?
If the deeper the story,
What do you... what do you mean? Did what? No.
Yoruba fathers are calling out their wives. Wait. That's such a goat. Greatest of all time. But you know that when I used to do music, that was my signature laugh.
I need the numbers, yeah, of all your friends when you're doing music, because those guys are not friends. Akbayoniwo, because they did not tell you that you were going off track with life.
No, see, I started going off track when I started trying to do commercial music. If I stopped to rap, I'm a very dope rapper. You know this. Do you understand? But when I started trying to do commercial music, I went off track. So I know what caused it, and which is still the problem with the industry. Do you understand what I mean? Like, a lot of people still want to... Okay, now we're going off track again. Finally, we have another trending video, and this is the remake of Essence video by Kodu Boys. This one is not here. How will I know about my Wizkid? You don't need no other body. Okay, so I was sharing something behind the scene, which I got a lot of But what I said was, that's the best video from Ikorodu Boys so far. And that's what social media has been talking about. But I remembered that Wizkid has a solid FC. That they will go out of their way to hype anything, and it would be a conversation for days.
Which one is they? You are part of them.
Actually.
Huh?
You are part of.
I never
You
overhype Wizkid.
You literally just said that it's the best Ikorodu Boys clip because it's Wizkid song.
That is my belief. That's my opinion. Are you saying that I'm overhyping?
Okay, so the people that you just qualified now, I don't think it's their belief and their opinion.
Hey, that means it's a solid FC.
Which goes back to the point that you are part of that FC.
Well, I would never deny a Wizkid FC. That's for sure.
But you just did.
I need to be associated with greatness. Do you understand? And of course,
I feel like that's an insult to the Ikorodu Boys, though. Have you seen some of the stunts that they've done?
Have seen
Do you know that movie?
Saying,
the one with the action movie, the one that they repeated now. Thor guy is in it.
Okay, let me say. Okay, best
where they use serious
music video.
The remake.
All right, so let's say the
Yeah.
remake of a music video.
I think this was really good.
No, let's take movies out of this. Let's talk about music videos. All the
This
music
was, like,
videos
the
they've done a
best.
remake for. This is the best.
Based on
the outfits,
outfits.
based
But the
on the
Ikorodu
shoes.
Boys are 100% accurate all the time. So I
100%,
want to know 100%.
The representation, the way they were acting like Wizkid, what he was doing.
Okay, do we watch
Ikorodu
Ikorodu
Boys? The
Boys?
face. They were not just looking out
Yeah,
for.
this was my- I don't know, this was my
They were not
best
looking
shot.
out for the facial expression. They were not
If
looking out for the
Ikorodu Boys
outfit.
do this on
They were
a
looking
standard, they execute this thing 100%. Type of saying.
Well, this is
this is
what
actually
people
my
that are not in
best
Wizkid FC usually do.
No,
though.
it's because
They
you
try
like-
to just find a way to say that we're overhyping, but it is not overhyping.
No, I'm not
It
trying
is
to say
just
that
the truth.
you're trying to find a way of overhyping. I'm saying lay down your points because the Ikorodu Boys are known for this. The
What I'm
perfect
telling you-
execution, back to back. Each clip is the same, and then they do this thing where
Let me
instead
tell-
of a car,
okay,
they
let me
do
tell
their
you why- let me
wheelbarrow.
tell you why
That
this is-
these
let me
guys,
tell you
you're
why- okay. You want me
underestimating.
to-
Like
you want me
I
to
feel
lay
like
down the
you're,
point?
you know what I feel like
lay
you're
down
doing.
the
I feel like you're trying to minimize Ikorodu Boys so that it can really elevate Wizkid. Like
No, come on.
because
I would never do that to kids. What you take me for?
what do you mean you're doing that to kids? What are you talking about? What are you talking
I'll
about?
never take.
Why bring it to
I'll
inside
never
this
take
thing
candy
now?
from a baby. What's wrong with you? Why would you be comparing Big Wiz to Ikorodu Boys? That's what you're doing. That's very insulting to Wizkid.
What's happening?
Do you understand?
So, okay.
So you're now beginning to tell me that hey, you're undermining and Ikorodu Boys so that you can overhype Wizkid. Of course, Wizkid passed them. Even then they put small weed.
If I come back to
Ikorodu Boys are not
us, come back
even
to
on
us.
the
You have gone far. Come
I
back.
know, so
Come
but- so
back.
you two, don't
Come
even
back.
start any
Come back.
comparison.
Come back to
Okay,
us.
all right, all
Come
right.
back to us.
Okay, all right, cool.
Okay.
We're good.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Because
So-
there's another conversation we're having here.
Very
Completely
different.
different
I don't know how
conversation.
this works.
All right, so what I'm trying to tell you guys is that, look, when you say lay down your points, right, this guy went from the lip sync following the same trend. Now, when I first saw this video, I saw it with somebody else, and the person did not even know they did Joro. Now, go back, maybe after the show when we go on a break, go and watch Joro's remake, right? You see that they did a very, very good job, but it wasn't syncing. Do you understand? Now, the sync is what I see in all of this. Now, the way, every movement could follow.
Every
And the
movement
way
followed,
everything
yeah.
followed. And I know that they have improved in recent. I'm not trying to undermine Ikorodu Boys in no shape or form. What I'm just trying to tell you is that for a remake of a music video, this is the best they've done.
For me
Now
too,
we can
this
go
is the
back to their
best,
pages.
very honest.
We can go. Okay, they have just one
Yeah.
page, right? We can go back to their page, right, and go and check all the videos that these guys have done. I could bet you that you would agree with me.
No, I disagree actually because I follow Ikorodu Boys on social
I do
media.
too.
And one thing I noticed about them is that they were very precise. Like everything about this video for me is very Ikorodu Boys. It's not just because like this is not the first time I've been that impressed. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm
The original video would raise a leg first, and then they would raise a leg after.
they're not
But in this
thinking,
case,
yeah.
if
Everything is
Wizkid
the
raised the
same.
leg, they were
Yeah.
raising
It's
the
very
leg
hard
at
for
the
me. It's
same
very hard
time.
for me to believe that you watched them if you say that because the one thing I knew about them is that they were totally in sync, totally. Like maybe in the
sometimes they
maybe in the very
they're not in
beginning, it has
sync.
to be like ages ago.
You just
though.
see.
Like
Some
ages
people
ago,
are
like even their movies and everything, down to like if the camera
I know
of the
we'll
movie
definitely
is
go on
turning
a
like
break.
this, then they're also turning the same way as well. I'm not saying that they didn't do a good job. I think they executed this perfectly
Very
well.
well.
And one thing
We'll
that really
actually
stood
take a
out for
look.
me
I hope
that
you change this
was
your
really
turn.
beautiful was that when Wizkid is sitting on a red couch,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
there's a wall that's like printed. They actually got
They
like
got,
the
like,
wall that
the
was
blue and
tiled and
white,
stuff.
yeah.
Please,
So
guys,
yeah, I'm not saying that it's
Did you guys
not
notice that
great,
they
but
did something to the boy's lips? They did something to his lips. I
didn't
was
notice
looking.
that.
Exactly. Now, I focused.
Hey.
Do you understand? Like they did look at the boy's lips. They painted it or they did something extra to, like they went the extra for this particular one.
This wall thing,
This
what I was
wall
saying.
thing,
Yeah, that was like.
that was-
Anyways, guys,
To each his own.
there's this here to each his own. No? But when the break comes, I'll still prove to you, it's not to each you must take my own.
Hey.
Do you understand? Hey, it's not to each his own. To us, my own. Anyways,
Agreed.
there's this guy. There's this just one guy like that. His name is Wizkid. He has a smash hit single tied to The Essence. It has hit a peak of 16. It has hit a peak of #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. This comes after the song hit 44 on the chart last
Number
week.
what?
Number 16, sorry, Hot 100. sorry. This comes after the song hit for number 44 on the charts last week, Monday, 3 days after the remix with Bieber was released due to the remix with Justin Bieber. Essence has received 23.2 million radio audience in the US, with 87.3 thousand unit sales this week. This has custom rise to 58% to chart points and emerging as the highest gainer amongst 100 songs. And of course, you guys know that this is a big deal, but it's just one guy like that. It shall represent one place. So you guys go on. Brag
like
for
that.
us.
Shout out to Wizkid and Thames for this one. It's
Yeah.
a very big deal. I knew that Justin Bieber's feature on it, even if it slapped for the ears
See,
or not,
sorry, I was
it
being
would have.
prophetic.
Excuse me.
I was being prophetic when I said
me.
#1. I just wanted to correct that prophetic.
Yeah, like I don't understand where you got #1 from.
Sorry, I'm 16
Okay.
to #1. What's the difference? Just 15.
15. One of them.
What's it called? I think that Justin Bieber's add to it was a very good decision to help
Strategic.
help them penetrate into the market even more because Justin Bieber is not a small person.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think
He's the
he
king
gave.
of pop presently.
I don't think Justin Bieber gave the giving you can give, like the way Temi gave, the way Thames gave the giving of that song. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like Temi ate that song and stuff. I think with Justin Bieber's part, like think about it this way: if you imagine listening to Essence without Thames' parts.
What?
No, you can't.
Okay, now imagine listening to Essence without Justin Bieber's parts.
Of course.
Exactly. It didn't.
Okay.
It didn't like transform
No, but if I
the
can't say
song.
that because like she was in the making of the song.
It doesn't
She was part
matter.
of
It doesn't. Oh, sweetie, it doesn't matter.
No,
It doesn't
and
matter.
she had a very important
She had
role
a
where she
very
was
important-
going
No,
back and
no,
forth
yes.
with Wizkid. There was a conversation
what I'm
for
saying,
us.
guys,
A conversation
we have
was
seen.
Bieber talking
wait,
to
no,
Wizkid.
we have seen what's it called?
Like, just
Features
leave in.
that elevate
Let me tell
a
you something.
song.
Let me
Let me
tell you
wait. And I need you to listen to what I'm saying. I've seen features that the song is already fire, and you bring in a feature that kills this thing even more. It elevates it to another level. And what's it called? Justin Bieber could have done much more on that song.
Wait, I don't understand. If I was expecting Bieber to go,
I don't-
stroking your butt, the whiskey comes. Loving your body, Baba.
guys.
I mean,
I
I
don't
feel like
understand.
So you really think that
this
this
is vibe for the song?
No, you think that he couldn't have done better on that song?
He killed,
No, he
he
killed
murdered
it.
Whiskey
Wait.
and Thames.
No, I
Eh?
loved his part though. I loved
His
it.
part-
Wait, he
I
murdered
loved it.
The
Wizkid and
remix,
Thames.
No, he didn't
look,
murder
he
Wizkid
murdered
and
Wizkid and Thames
What?
at the same damn time.
What?
To be honest, in my opinion, and I love Wizkid more than the both of you, he killed Wizkid on that song.
Are you sure of what you're saying?
I'm,
Because
that's,
I'm
what,
like,
that's what I've been saying
what?
since the song dropped.
So you're saying that if you remove Wizkid from the song, Thames and Justin
no,
can,
trust me. Essence can never be removed
cannot be Essence
without
without them
Wizkid
and Thames.
and Thames.
But you just said now that Justin
But
Bieber did.
murdered-
Justin Bieber's verse is harder than the both of them on that song. But because already it is a great song. Because already
Are you
it is-
joking? On
you guys
vocal
joke.
standards for Justin Bieber, it's not the best
it's not
work
the
he's ever had.
best, yeah.
On in terms of rhythm, it's not
Justin
the best
Bieber
work
was
he's ever
Justin
had.
Bieber, Thames was Thames, Wizkid was Wizkid.
What are you saying?
Now let me explain what that means,
Okay,
right?
please explain because
You have your standards for Wizkid, you have your standards for Thames, and you have a standard for Justin Bieber.
Of course.
And now you're looking for.
Do you think that was Justin Bieber's highest standard?
of course not.
Exactly.
But it was a very good standard of Justin
was it
Bieber.
the highest
sounded
standard?
exactly just like Justin. It was a very
course it will
standard
sound like
standard of
Justin,
Justin Bieber.
because it's Justin
It was a standard standard. That was his standard price, and his standard delivery, and his standard giving. He did not remove. He did not water it down. He didn't. He gave it his all. This guy even
gave
went.
it his all.
This guy even went on to shoot a video before the song, even as an official video. Do you know what it means? He said, "Thank
What does it
you."
mean? What does it mean for you to go and make a video? I'm confused.
What does it mean?
What does it mean for
It
you to go and
means
make
that
a
you are going the extra mile. Do you know how many songs that Justin
Pepsi.
Bieber has been on?
He's not-
Do you know how many
That's
songs he has
not-
been on that he has
that's
never
not
going to make a
his
video for
highlight.
Are you
them?
talking about
Very
Essence that has?
music.
Do you know the reason why Justin Bieber joined Essence to begin
Because
with?
it's a great song.
Exactly. So what are you saying? So how is he
Without-
doing
Yeah, I thought you wanted to
extraordinary?
say another
song.
thing that because it's a trending song. Don't even try me.
No, because it's a great
It's a great song that's trending,
Yeah.
obviously. Do you think
But
Justin
what
Bieber
I'm
on jump on a
saying-
song that was not
what-
trending or was
what-
not big? I'm
what
confused
I
on what
am-
you're doing exactly with your argument.
What I'm telling you is that Justin Bieber's verse was harder than Wizkid and Thames. No disrespect.
No. Ife, I can't agree with that one.
But you just said you loved this verse.
I loved his verse, but it wasn't
You
harder
prefer,
than
you prefer
Wizkid and
Wizkid's
Thames.
verse to Justin Bieber's verse.
Yeah,
You prefer Thames' verse to Justin Bieber's verse.
Ife, are you whining us on this table?
Anyhow, I think I'm beginning to be an Oreo. Well,
What?
Yeah, I'm beginning to be an Oreo, but it's all right. All right, so Kanye West, let's just leave this. Let's just leave this.
Okay.
Because now you people are making it look like it's your Wizkid. It's my Wizkid, actually. Anyways, Kanye West is planning to make his moniker Ye official. As stated in legal documents from Los Angeles Superior Court, the hitmaker requested to change his name due to personal reasons. According to court documents obtained, the 44-year-old rapper filed a request to change his name from Kanye Omari West to just Ye. The papers were dated August 11th, but not sent into the court system until Tuesday, August 24th. A judge must approve the petition before it becomes official. Please, this one, I have so many things to say about it, but let's start with you guys.
I hope they don't approve, personally.
Why?
To change your legal name to just one single name, I feel like it's causing a bit of confusions. Like in terms of even like documentation of the society and stuff, first names and last names are very good. Like you can change, you can have a stage name, you can have a proper, what's the name for it? It's not alias. There's another official name for saying that. Also known as really, but there's another proper name for it. Akim, whatever.
I'll remember.
Yeah, but there's a name for that where you're also known as, like, Katy Perry is known as Katy Perry as a trademark name, and it's her name. But I'm sure on her birth
It's not
certificate,
Monica you're trying to remember.
moniker.
Right.
So yeah, you have a legal moniker that you're referred to as. Like there's a lot of people that do that. So I understand and I'm okay with that. But to legally change your name to just I feel like if you start that, not that I'm against him having that name, but imagine if people are now called Tu and MI and I don't know if you get
MI
what
becomes MI.
MI.
Like
That's
instead
his
from
name.
MI Abaga, from Jude Abaga, it becomes
So
MI, that's his name.
on licenses now you see just one name. I don't know if that sits like.
But
you know,
why do you think it would affect the society if it's one name? Would it affect anything? Would it change your
Because at some point,
documentation?
you're
How?
going to start having
Just one name.
no, you're going to start having similar names, right? He's not going to be the only Ye.
No, that's not a problem because many people have similar names. In
Yeah,
the
but
world.
they have
fair, there are
last
so
names
many-
and middle names are never
in this
always
company,
that
in case you
match.
guys didn't know, guys.
Do you understand what I'm
People
trying
have
to
the
say?
same first and second name.
In case
Even
you guys
then,
didn't
it's not
know-
that.
Wait,
First,
you guys,
it's not
let me
going to be
give that one.
as common as if you just had one name. Because usually you will find out that even though you have similar names, you have like two
last names.
yes, you have different last names. There'll be a higher probability of a difference somewhere, either your middle name or your last name.
Have you
or
ever met
something.
another Ife Omai?
No, I have never met another film.
I've never met another Ife Oshinkere.
So it's not common. But if
It's
his
not common,
name
but it
is
happens
Ye,
a lot.
if his name is Ye, it's not going to be. If you're saying a lot now, then for one single name, you're going to be hearing it's in its millions. Because
How many Ifes have you met
That's
in your
not a
life?
problem.
Plenty.
Even in this company.
I think it is for documentation, in my opinion. I think for documentation
Yeah.
reasons,
I think
it's
but
going to get tricky.
it's all right. It's all right for a Kanye to want to change his name because for me, okay, no, I agree with you, but I still don't understand how it's going to affect the society.
Documentation.
Documentation, because when it comes to documentation, if I am Ye, right? everything is going to be Yi.
Just
still.
Yi.
Yeah, just Yi.
You don't know which family is which Yi
You don't-
this Yi is
that
coming from.
first, like,
you don't know
anything.
Like,
It's just
For
you
background
joking.
checks and stuff.
For everything, for documentation of the entire
I
society.
agree with what you
How you
saying,
gonna
but the one
know?
of saying that many people will have the name. I mean, that to me that's not like a valid
Background
point. I
checks-
feel like
background checks
when you
is
talk
important.
about your
But guess
family,
what?
you don't like. There's no grounds. Like you have no heritage.
But guess
basically.
what?
You just,
But
yeah,
guess what?
Nothing.
When
No
you make
surname.
it, sorry, when you make
Yeah.
it legal, right? It now gets to a point where all your documents from being in school, from your last family name, from the original family of the West, which is now Yi, your documents will carry those changes, which is why it is a legal process. Now, what are the documents you're presenting? What are the business deals you have? What is the name of your company?
What?
It's a long process. So I think it is a stress for the actual person
I mean,
trying to change
I'm not
it,
surprised.
especially when
I'm
it
not,
is a Kanye.
I'm not even
No.
surprised that Kanye is trying to change his name. I'm not even going to be surprised as an American that is trying to change their name because they don't even know the value of names. In Africa, that
Don't
cannot
carry
happen.
another
But
one.
it's the truth. In Africa, we understand the value of our names. Like when you look at someone, like now your name now means, I don't know, if love, if there's a value. My name is
don't know what
Nema
Ife means.
Chuku. Nema Chuku. When they gave it to me, they had they thought about it before they just gave me a name, and it had a value, a meaning. So I feel like in Africa that can never even happen. That someone will say, they want to change their name. I just want to be Emma. No ability K. Emma,
Nah,
am
you
I
just-
mad?
nah,
No,
you're just-
because Africa, we have a lot of roots to our names. That's just the
See,
truth.
now you're just being
No.
what's it called now?
Sentimental.
Yeah,
But it's the
sentimental
truth, though.
and
But
what's
it's
it
the
called now?
truth.
There's a word tribalistic. No,
Tribal
not,
what?
No,
Traditional.
Traditional.
but it's the truth.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
no,
You're just being
that's the
traditional.
truth. That's just
See,
the
there are
truth.
people that they
That's just
grew up
the
in
truth,
traditional homes, they moved abroad, and they love that life, and it's okay
It's
for
okay.
them to love that
feel
life
like-
and
Absolutely.
want to
I mean-
absolutely adapt into that and forget their It is not.
Tradition.
Do you get what I mean?
No, I
but
feel
it
like
is
we
an
won't
opinion
do that,
thing.
'cause,
It is
like,
how you feel.
Nah, I feel like we have so much value to our names, like Africans in general.
Do you know that
I'm not just
those
talking about
Americans that bear
Nigerians.
stone, that stone means something to them?
Absolutely.
Do you know
Absolutely.
sand means something?
I think
mean something.
I think it's a misconception
No.
that Africans have though towards the West, that they give them meaningless names. It might
Sometimes they
not
do.
have the same meaning, because I feel like our names here are
More like to
also
God, they
religious.
worship, yeah.
Yes, and that's why
Thank you.
we think that our name has more meaning than theirs. Some people give their children names of people that mean so much to them, that transform their lives. Either like a singer that helped them get through a rough time in their lives, or somebody that they admired or they looked up to, just because the value you are placing on inspiration.
Kanye West is from Chi-Town, right?
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Kanye
give
West is from
names
Chi-Town, he's from
with
Chicago,
value.
right? And he
Of
named
course,
his child Chicago.
That has a
That's value.
reason.
Yeah.
Now,
I
North,
get.
West.
They all their names, all their names, all their names.
Some
I
is a
can't think
biblical
of
name.
anyone, but like I feel like there's some names that I know that don't really have meaning. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
give-
for sure,
course,
for
it
sure.
happens a lot.
But either ways, I don't
But in
think.
Nigeria, no.
Again,
No.
I'm sticking
Some people
to.
name their children barbecue because they are the child.
I've never heard anyone.
I've never heard of barbecue though.
No, I'm just saying now. It's a joke, guys. Can you just laugh?
Your
and move
joke
on?
is so bad.
Exactly, guys. At least support your own. Let's support our own. That's all you.
I think for me,
But-
it just being a single name is a problem.
yeah.
And I don't think you understand that even these what's it called, similar names that you're talking about, they're not very common. You might think that they are, but they're not.
They're not
So
very
find somebody
common,
that has the same first name,
And
the
the
same
same
middle
last
name, the same middle
But-
name, and then the same last name is very rare. They're
Guys.
not up to, like, you cannot find that, like, the commonalities of everybody. Like each person will have at least 100 people that are the
All right,
same.
no one
Do you
has
understand
said
I'm
what
trying
I
to
want
say?
to be the devil's advocate on, but first of all, before I do that, I want to address my joke one more time before.
Oh, jeez.
So wait, do you know? Okay, can we bet on national TV? I want to bet with you that if we get online, we'll find someone's name that is Barbecue Adams. We'll just Google Barbecue Adams and it will bring out somebody.
See, the reason why we cannot even argue that is because does that mean that that's his real name?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Like,
You
I have
find out that
names
he has
on-
siblings that
when
are
I was younger, my Facebook name was
Barbecue
Barbie
Adam.
something.
No,
so
that's
so because his
true.
name is Facebook Adams on Facebook,
But like,
doesn't
what
mean
if
his
I say
actual
that
name.
someone can actually be barbecue?
Be
Adams?
barbecue. Somebody
we
can
agree.
actually be
We
barbe-
agree that someone
Okay.
can be
All right.
barbecue.
So now let me tell you one part that we're
Yeah.
not talking about, this Kanye West thing. Now, I don't know. I'm just being.
Safe.
Okay. So this guy, right, is a businessman. You know, he makes the weirdest moves when it comes to his business. And we know how a lot of American celebrities have turned their kids to business, money makers as well, for them. Now, but the thing is, I feel like a Kanye West. Now, if you look at the divorce process, right, the whole divorce filing, Kim never changed their name. Usually when people file for divorce, they take away the last name. They go back to being Kardashians, right? She never did that. She remained as a
Most
West.
people don't change their names
Now,
anymore.
he said it's a personal thing. And I feel it's just me. I'm not saying it might not make sense to you guys, but it's just me.
So make a chill, I'm just saying. You know that video?
Let it cook. Wait, let it cook.
Okay.
Anyways, like I was saying, right? Now, what I'm telling you guys is that, what if this guy is giving a clause in this legal process that says, when my kids are 18, they can either remain a West or a Ye?
So, like, we're
Now,
waiting for...
Then you have
if
to
they
like,
can remain a West or a Ye, these kids are celebrities already. You know, there's nothing that Blue Ivy would do now that would not be a hit back to back. There's nothing that's
Okay.
So how does that have to do with
him changing?
Yeah.
it's a future plan. This guy
But
is
he would have done the
future.
same thing with West. Like, they would have been just as great with West as they would with
But they
Ye.
would have had to share with the mother.
Oh,
the
so that's
mother
your
would have
point.
been
Okay,
a West.
Okay.
But the mom is not a
Well,
West.
like, she's not a
What,
West.
what you
though.
mean she's not West? She's
She was
Kim
never
Kardashian West. And right now, yeah, she is Kim Kardashian West. That those are her full names.
Documented.
Yes.
So you mean that he
I don't
wants
think so.
to
She's Kim
detach himself from
Kardashian
Kim?
West.
That's why he's changing his name.
Documented.
She didn't even take out the West. Was that not what
Yeah, she
we
didn't take
all
out the West
agreed
when she
to
divorced
when she divorced?
him.
She didn't even take out the West. Which is why I said she never, during the divorce process, Kanye is a force to reckon with. Whether he's,
see what
So
you're
yeah,
what
do you
you're
get where I'm
saying now
coming
is that
from?
he's trying to detach himself from Kim.
From Kim, completely. Like, if we're
Right.
doing this, can we do it completely?
Okay.
That's how it's just my thought.
That's a great
I
thought.
mean, it does make sense.
It makes
but,
sense, but like-
but when you divorce your legally married partner, even if Kim Kardashian decides to change her name to Sissy, she'll still get the spousal support that she needs if she wants to file for that.
It's not
It's
about
not
the
about-
She wants
spousal
to.
support now.
What are you saying?
It's about
he doesn't just want
family.
her name.
He doesn't just want a name, and then also family dues. Now, that's a family that brands will be going to.
You think that they'll go to her because of the name?
They would, but now people like best of both worlds. Now, do you know how amazing it would be to have a West, right, or a Kardashian and have a Ye? Now, it's an option. It's now throwing it on the table. Like, okay, when my kids turn 18, the one that wants to be not Ye, the one that wants to be Sam Ye can be Sam Ye. You have the choice to identify with who you want to. Either your
That's
father
even you already
or your
assuming.
mother.
That's even you are assuming that the Ye is the last name because he's saying he just wants one name.
just
That could be his
wants
first
Ye.
name.
That's what I'm telling you. That okay. So who's your father?
Yeah.
Exactly why the name
You get
doesn't
what I
make
mean?
sense. You say exactly why
take
the
the
Ye does
Ye
not
as
make
a
sense.
last name.
Do you understand why the Ye does not make sense
a
anymore?
first and
Because
last
it's
name.
because it's not. Because if it's first and last name to be Ye.
No, it's a first and
it's
last
first and
name
last
for
name,
him. In this
That's
case,
it.
that is
That
what
is
he
in this
wants.
case.
That's what he
That is
wants.
why
That
it has
one
to be
name.
approved. Now, you're not the judge
It's one
to
name,
now
so
say,
it has to be first
okay,
and
that's to be
last.
Ye. Sorry, it's not Ye. It's Ye.
Ye,
The
okay.
Burna Boy is Ye. Ye is the one screaming. So, do you get what I
I
mean?
like how you are assuming because you know that Asians don't
sure
have.
That's why I said it is my thought. Do you understand? Now, I'm not saying that I got this from any reliable source.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not
of
saying.
course
I'm
not,
just saying
no.
that I'm looking at all the angles. Why would a man? And then this guy now, even when you go to some offices now, they tell you do not put personal reasons. In fact, when you're trying to apply for some certain document, don't put, like now, maybe someone sends you money from abroad. They don't allow personal anymore. So you have to put utility bills, upkeep. Do you understand? Like you have to put a reason in the bank for why you're receiving this money from abroad,
okay,
right?
yeah.
So, but in this court document, this guy is saying, why are you changing? Personal reason. So it probably won't even be approved on that ground until the Kanye spills, this is why. So it might be an assumption, but I'm just saying that maybe my assumption might just be his
Far-fetched assumption, very far. I'm just like, Kanye is like, if he's watching this show, he's just like, what are these people talking? I just want to change my name. But you're like, he wants detachment from Kim.
It's just
he doesn't
thought.
like.
It's
I
just
don't
thought.
think.
I think my
That's
own. I think my
far-fetched.
own major focus is that it's not.
I don't even know
not
where you
proper.
start. You say it makes sense. You say it's far-fetched.
No,
You say it's okay. You say it's bad. You say, where are you
Your
going
own point
to
is far-fetched. Do you understand? I don't agree with him changing his name, but your point that he's because he wants to transfer from
but
King.
You don't agree with
when I first
far-fetched?
said it, you said it was a good. Oh, that's
I'm
a
thinking
very
about
perfect.
it's far-fetched. It's too far.
It's too far.
It's too far.
You see, my own summary isn't that someone wants to change
I'm
their
my
name.
hair. That's your problem.
Now somebody wants to change their name. They can change their name for any reason. For me, it's a lack of structure for that because names are a way to keep organizations, identify people, track people.
Right.
It speaks as much
That
as,
makes perfect sense
For
as
you,
well.
yours is the name of the name and the meaning. For me, it's that there's a lineage already, and that lineage is kept by
and that
names.
makes so much sense.
Like the Asians,
for background checks,
exactly.
all of that.
For Asians, for example, they start their first names are actually their last name. If you get what I mean, like the way they write their first names, their surname comes first. So you see that in the whole entire family. Let me finish now.
Yeah, please go on.
Like in the whole entire family, everybody has the same first name, but that's because they actually put their last names first. Do you get what I mean? So when people made an assumption where you're like, yeah, his name will now be Ye, but that's not what he's saying because your name can be Ye. That's what will be on your
Ye. First name,
It's
second
not
name.
Ye. You guys don't call it Ye. He's Bona that is Ye. He's the one shouting.
Don't be angry.
Okay.
Ye.
Ye. I've confirmed that.
Jesus.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
joking.
Kanye.
But honestly, no, don't agree to that because every time I hear them say on
Even when you listen to the music and you're looking at the lyrics of the song, they'll be like, you talk about ye. They're not saying you're talking about ye. They're not saying you talk about ye.
I actually hear ye, no cap. I'm telling you.
Complete your point.
I actually hear
Because you hear Burna Boy, yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
Anyways,
music break.
Nima, I think what I want to tell you is that Ife is the one with the brains on this one.
Okay.
When it comes to background checks,
okay.
and that is the most logical reason why it should
Thank
not
God
be
you agree
allowed.
that you're not the one with the brains because your own reason was far-fetched.
It was.
Thank God that you
It
shall.
was.
Thank God that. Let's
I agree, Fema is one
Thank
with
God
brains.
that. Thank God that you shall agree that you are the confused one on this table because at least we have opinions.